Are this morning, those of the Grenadians with the 473 blood flowing through their veins in the diaspora, good morning to you as well. I want to say good morning to those of you joining us on the GBN television Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN channels 7, 11 and 20, and the folks always logged on to Hot 98.5, 98.7, Classic 105.5, 105.9. Good Thursday morning to everybody. Good morning to those of you joining us across the region: Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Antigua, Anguilla, Dominica, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Bermuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, St. Kitts, Nevis, Montserrat, St. Bart's, Guyana. Thanks for your stick. Good morning to our South American brothers and sisters in Venezuela. I think they feel like they're part of the Caribbean. Good morning to everybody in the region. Those of you joining us internationally: the US, the UK, Switzerland, Sweden, Canada, Germany, Australia, Belgium, China, Japan, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is in whichever part of the world you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day. Hope you are having a good day. Hope you have had a good day. It's a good day to have a good day. That's my mantra on a daily basis. It's a good day to have a good day. All right, let's do this with the word of the day here on Good Morning Grenada. And this morning's word of the day is insufflate. Insufflate. I-N-S-U-F-F-L-A-T-E. Insufflate. It can also be pronounced insufflate. It's a verb which means to blow or breathe something in. To blow or breathe something in. There is not an obvious connection between insufflate and souffle, but it exists. Insufflate comes from the late Latin word, which is the past participle of the verb, which means to blow into or upon, first recorded in Christian Latin authors. It is a compound of a common preposition and a suffix. It entered English in the 17th century. An example of the use of the word: if the EU were to give Britain a good deal, it would inspire other countries to leave and might insufflate new life into populist parties. Another example of this morning's use of the word: he began to insufflate soul into their bodies. Word of the day this morning: insufflate. I-N-S-U-F-F-L-A-T-E, a verb which means to blow or breathe something into. It can be pronounced insufflate or insufflate. To blow or breathe something in. Okay, and this morning's inspirational quote: what we fear of doing most is usually what we most need to do. Is a quote from Ralph Emerson. What we fear of doing most is usually what we most need to do. We chicken away and shy away from a lot of things, and that's the thing that would give us the boost to get where we want to get or do what we want to do. But we always, the fear of failure influences a lot of things. But just remember the thought: what we fear of doing most is usually what we need to do most. Forget fear, just jump in, both feet first. Let's see what's celebrated today. Today it is Buttermilk Biscuit Day. It is Caesar Day. Dance Like a Chicken Day. Really? There's a day, Dance Like a Chicken Day. On May 14th, it encourages everyone to dance like a chicken. This day entertains from start to finish with people flapping their arms and strutting chicken-like. Everyone has probably danced the chicken dance at least once in their lifetime. This silly fun song is popular at wedding dances and other celebrations. The song gets people of all ages up and moving on the dance floor. Dance Like a Chicken Day. Okay. It is also Decency Day. Decency Day, it is celebrated on May 14th and celebrates the basic standard of civility that everyone deserves. Decency is a non-partisan grassroots movement launched to inspire decency in everyday life in both conversations and actions. Okay, so we're going to be decent today on Decency Day. Okay, fair enough. I got it. Let's see what needs to be shared this morning. Yesterday, the Office of the Chief Magistrate in the Magistracy Department, they have advised that fixed penalty tickets that have been issued during the months of March and April, you can make your payments at the respective district magistrate's office. Payments can be made between the hours 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Mondays to Friday. The deadline is the 31st, which is just in 17 days from now. So those of you who have gotten fixed penalty tickets during month in April, get to a district magistrate of court office and pay the fines before the end of the month. The time is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. The Ministry of Agriculture as well is inviting applications from registered farmers for the 2020 Farm Labor Subsidy Program. The program has two components: rehabilitation of tree crops and establishment of roots and staple crops. They are asking that you submit your application forms or complete an online application form. The link can be found on various platforms, including their social media pages. It's a very long link that is too long to highlight. 1FALPQLS. Just go onto social media and look for the link to the document that you need to complete if you need to or you want to qualify for the Farm Labor Subsidy Program of the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands. And it is part of government's economic stimulus package for the agriculture sector. So farmers, registered farmers, please take note. The application closes on May 31st. All right, let's get ready for the news, the morning edition of news for those of you on radio and those of you on our visual platforms. We bring you highlights of last evening's newscast. This is Good Morning Grenada on Classic Hot and GBN.
And welcome back. This evening, the news in that opposition leader Tobias Clement has submitted the names of two women he wants appointed as senators. He spoke with GBN Sherry and Blackburn Stephen just before news time.
So far, what was done that Mrs. Tessa Sincere from St. Andrew and Miss Corinne James, well, she was there before, and I have left. There is one that I left vacant to be filled subsequently.
And Mr. Clement explained the rationale for choosing the two female senators.
I had choices from a lot of people, honestly, and in the final analysis, I met with a lot of people there, and I think after having conversation with both Miss James and Mrs. Sincere, I do believe that they have the development of Grenada at heart. To a deep extent, they have the development of Grenada at heart, and I like that because I would want people that have the well-being of the country and the well-being of the people first and foremost.
Mr. Clement says he's awaiting a response from the Governor General's office, and we will be monitoring that and bringing you further details as this story unfolds. Babs, over to you.
Now, government is scheduled to meet with the Bus Association officials in the coming days to finalize regulations that would see the reopening of the public transportation sector. Blossom Alexis-Welsh spoke with the Minister for Transport, Gregory Bowen, on Wednesday's To The Point program.
Since March, members of the public were asked to refrain from using public transportation to get around. But by the end of the month, the public bus system was officially suspended as Grenada entered a state of emergency. Minister of Transport, Gregory Bowen, says before arrangements are made to restart the sector, various groups and sectors need to collaborate to come up with a comprehensive plan. He notes that it is a strain and stretch to get things in place, but they are working on it as public transportation is vital to getting the economy going.
And it has to be done economically, health-wise, and together with the people, the transport people, the construction people. And when you reopen the bus route. No, it's retail, and everybody will be traveling. That's a fearful thought, and we have to give it tremendous consideration.
The urgency of getting buses back on the roads was once again brought to the fore with the announcement that the construction industry can resume this week.
Right now, before the initialization of resumption for the public transport, it is the responsibility of the contractor to get the workers to site. Yeah? And we know that in itself would sort of limit, right, the rate of which construction will open, or any business for that matter. And we are working very, very assiduously on the reopening of the transport sector. So you remember this ministry has the responsibility for transport as well. So we are working with the COVID committee, and we are looking there at maybe next, the Prime Minister hinted at it, maybe next couple of weeks, maybe before, but we want to ensure that when the transport is open, the risk is reduced to zero.
Government has slowly been easing state of emergency regulations with the aim of revitalizing the economy. But Minister Bowen reiterates that the aim is to do so safely in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Remember, in the closed environment, one asymptomatic person, that is, you don't know, he or she doesn't know. They come on the bus, and in this environment, you know, if we have 6 people on the bus, then it can explode. In addition to this, we must step up, and testing is extremely expensive and difficult. We have to test people with respect to the construction sector, and don't talk about when you go on the bus. The Ministry of Health is coming up with a program of how do we test people by sampling them. You take one person out of every 4 trips buses, and you just simply must test and must continue to test. If we do the test and over a 4 weeks period, we see that, you know, we have no further incident of infection, then we'll be extremely happy.
Blossom Alexis-Welsh, GBN News.
Very interesting story. Beverly, I saw you had those creases on your brow, and I was like, what was going through your mind when you heard the minister say that?
Well, I was probably just thinking about the practicality of doing that.
Well, we'll see how that happens, but as the minister says, they'll continue the deliberations and we'll see how that pans out. Government and management at Grenada say mum is the word. They've agreed to refrain from commenting publicly about current issues between the Keith Mitchell-led administration and the island's lone electricity provider. Questions were posed to the Minister of Public Utilities, the Honorable Gregory Bowen, this morning on the To The Point program about recent developments with Grenada, including the court judgment that determined that the government of Grenada should repurchase the company's shares from WRB Enterprise. He was also asked about reports that the administration is trying to woo a Chinese group of businessmen to buy out WRB, the current majority shareholders of Grenada. Minister Bowen, however, said that at this time, no public statements will be made on the matter, and that is in keeping with a joint agreement by both sides to refrain from doing so.
Is it not appropriate that the both parties say during this period that we don't talk about each other, don't mention anything whatsoever? I'm just asking you as a reporter, do you see any wisdom in this? We're cooperating in certain areas. Anyone, they could make a mistake, we could make a mistake. So isn't it not worthwhile for the both parties to agree, listen, let's stop anything that we're talking to the press and public about. That time will come for that, but not now.
In a judgment handed down in March, the government was ordered to pay WRB over 200 million EC dollars to buy back its majority shareholding interest in the island's sole electricity generating firm. The minister said this morning that he could not reveal or talk about the government's intention to repossess the shares owned by Grenadians. He does not paint the complete picture, but he said after national consultation, it is no longer a factor in the deliberations.
Consultants that they paid for placed in their report, one, that at the end of the term of the license, that people should hand their shares to the government. As part of enacting regulations, this must go out for consultation. It doesn't matter that the government likes it or dislikes it. We went out, did the consultation, and this 98% of the people say remove that. So out it goes. Okay? And it was not something put by the government. We tell them we're going out to consultation, but certain parties just extracted that piece and said, this is what government wants to do. All the regulation passed. The law requires that we go out and consult. So this will not be the first part. When the consultants write the recommendations, we'll go out to the public again. And I ask the public here, just look for what you don't like in it. We may already decided that we don't like it, but we must extract it after consultation.
Now, 2 Canadians who are among many visitors on the island say they are trapped and unable to return to their country because of the coronavirus pandemic. The couple shared their experience since arriving in late March with GBN's reporter Christina John.
Canadian national Faye Hisco and her husband are stuck in Grenada. They arrived on the island on March 22nd, just around the time the country was placed on lockdown. She lives aboard their yacht docked in Grenadian waters. Faye explained the process they went through since being here, saying she is impressed with the way things were handled regarding COVID-19.
Here since March 22nd with the lockdown, basically. To start off with, we had to quarantine for the 2 weeks because we arrived right when that happened, so we weren't not off the boat for 2 weeks. I'm extremely thrilled with the way this country has handled it, everything related to this versus our own country at home. The one time, I guess, when we were only allowed to go shopping for the one day, that was very difficult because the lineups were like 6 hours long. But since that, when they went Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I think they've done an extremely great job at allowing us to do essentials.
Being faced with this pandemic, Faye says it was very difficult for her to adjust. However, it has taught her a few things as she looks forward to returning to her country, Canada, as soon as the borders are opened up once again.
How important it is to maintain relationships, because when it's taken away from you, you really realize it. Just the importance of understanding that something somewhere else in the world can spread so quickly and affect everybody in the world. So I think it's important now to pay attention to everything, everywhere.
Her home country, Canada, to date has over 40,000 active cases of the virus and surpasses over 5,000 deaths. 33,000 is believed to have recovered. The country records, on average, 400 to 700 new cases per day. Christina John, GBN News.
Welcome back. The word is that the Port Louis property has changed hands 12 years after it was acquired and developed into an international brand. Port Louis development was the brainchild of Peter de Savary, and one day after Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell announced its sale, the Egyptian billionaire Nakib Sawar confirmed that they're the new owners. Sherry and Blackman Stephen reports.
Both plots have already been purchased. By the end of this, we will start construction next year on both, hopefully on both plots. By doing that, we would have raised the total capacity of the beds on this island by 30%.
Less than 2 years after constructing Silver Sands Hotel, Egyptian billionaire Nakib Sawari is fulfilling his promise to invest more in Grenada properties. He is the new owner of Port Louis. The news that Port Louis was sold was announced by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell during a national address on Sunday night.
We are also buoyed by the fact that in the midst of this crisis, investor confidence remains high. The recent acquisition this week of Port Louis and Mount Cinnamon, with plans to add over 500 hotel rooms in an investment worth over $350 million US, speaks volumes for the recovery potential of our economy. It is important to note, sisters and brothers, that no concessions will be given until the developer is ready to begin construction of the 4 hotels.
Confirmation about the sale of the property and its new owner was publicized on Wednesday. Port Louis Land Limited confirmed the sale of Port Louis to JDC2, owner of Silver Sands Grenada. Its investor, Suwari, the owner of Silver Sands Grenada, which opened in December 2018, is promising investment of $350 million to transform the two properties and creating 1,500 jobs. According to a press release issued, JDC2 intent is to construct a first-class luxury hotel at Port Louis. JDC says its objective is to establish Grenada as a leader in the luxury hospitality industry and attract new visitors to the island. Naquib Sawari, JDC chairman, said despite the challenging times, the investment plan's key focus over the coming 4 to 5 years is to increase Grenada's hotel inventory by approximately 400 to 500 rooms. According to JDC press release, master plans for the development are in varying phases of completion, with the groundbreaking of the first development on Mount Cinnamon expected to be in 18 months. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Now people forced into unemployment due to COVID-19 will begin receiving unemployment benefits if eligible later this month. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell on Sunday night made the announcement during his national address.
It is estimated that more than 5,000 persons will receive those benefits disbursed over the next 6 months. The suspension of the 2% increase in NIS payment is already in effect and will cover the period April to June 2020.
In addition, the Prime Minister announced that the monthly advanced installment on corporate income tax and installment payments on the annual stamp tax have been suspended to help businesses ease any cash flow problems during this period.
And now to the story on vehicle importation. As of July 1st, a ban will be placed on the importation of vehicles exceeding 10 years. And a 50% duty and tax concession will be placed on the importation of electric and hybrid vehicles. The government is finalizing these plans as part of efforts to protect the environment and safeguard the health of Grenadians. The initiative was announced in the 2020 budget by Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, the Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell. Government is seeking to lower carbon emissions and reduce the burden on the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority to manage the growing number of derelict vehicles that are abandoned along the public roadways or transported to the landfill, which is now close to capacity.
The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority continues efforts to bring the Perseverance landfill fire under control. For the past 8 weeks, the burning landfill emitted fumes considered a risk factor, especially to motorists flying the western side and people with respiratory conditions. Chrislina John has been speaking to the public relations officer at the authority about the situation.
It's been 2 months and counting since the 11 acres of refuse at the Perseverance landfill have been on fire. For days, officers of the fire department have been wetting the area, but efforts to totally extinguish the fire have failed. Assistant PRO at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Nikolai Boyk, says there are contributing factors that continue to fuel the fire.
The fire is continually fueled through a natural process, that is the degradation of the refuse and the organic material contained within the garbage. The degradation of that material produces heat and it produces methane gas along with a water fraction, which we refer to as a leachate. So the gas is constantly being produced, and that is what is fueling the fire. The gas is coming from underneath the putrefying refuse. The issue with the foam is that it is more effective on flat surfaces, and its ability to work would depend on the surface and how deep it could penetrate within the refuse that are on the site.
Boyk says the GSWMA, working with the RGPF's fire department, have adopted new strategies they believe should bring the fire under control. One of those measures he spoke of is the construction of a road right around the perimeter of the landfill and the installation of pipes that will allow for easy access to any area of the landfill. This, he says, is a massive undertaking.
We started with the Grenada Fire Services. We are trying the fire suppressing foam. Our team is also using our own pumps and our pipe network in order to conduct wetting in tandem with the heavy equipment that would be uncovering areas where the fire is located and conducting that soaking in order to extinguish that fire. The final step would be the movement of soil materials that would allow for the covering of the landfill. We would have to identify a good source of that material because we would need to use clay material for that purpose. So as it stands, that gas is available to continuously fuel the fire. So the wetting and the use of the foam, and when we start using the soil, would be measures that would be able to control the fire based on preventing access to the oxygen which is required for the fire to continue, and also to allow that fire to be extinguished within time. And once we could wet to the inner reaches where that fire resides within the burning landfill.
Christina John, GBN News.
And note to this story, the Ministry of Agriculture is on course with the 2020 plant distribution season. Work continues at its 4 propagation stations, even in the face of COVID-19. Rena Pear is following that story.
Agriculture workers at the Maribo, Bolong, Marion and Ashinden propagation stations are combining efforts to meet the June deadline for the annual plant distribution period. From preparing soil to cultivating and packaging planting materials, they are putting in the hours to ensure there is enough food available during this difficult time. The Ministry of Agriculture is ensuring farmers and the public that plants will be available to continue with their cultivation. Alison Hines, agronomist in the Ministry of Agriculture, says the emergency of the COVID-19 proposed a challenge for the process, but was quickly overcome as a result of the ministry's response.
After the lockdown, the quick response of the Ministry of Agriculture in getting the exemption passes for the workers and securing the protective masks, the hand sanitizers and alcohol was very important in us overcoming that challenge and being able to continue the propagation of the plants. And I must say to date, we are 95% on target in meeting our propagation targets for 2020.
Agronomist Ashley Callis, attached to the Bolong Cocoa Station, says thousands of cocoa plants have already been produced and are ready for distribution in June. This, he said, is a huge contributor to food security.
The workers here, as you can see, is doing a wonderful job, as always, producing thousands of plants every month. For example, for the end of April already, we have produced 11,270 cocoa plants, hundreds of nutmeg plants, breadfruit, and soursop. So the selling of these crops to the farmers bring an income for the ministry and so support the food security program.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
The Trade Association for the World's Airlines is advising Caribbean governments to cut passenger taxes if they wish to be competitive when service is restored. Rena Pear has more.
Speaking on the Caribbean Tourism Organization CTO's weekly podcast, Peter Serda, the regional vice president for the Americas at the International Air Transport Association, warns that the aviation sector will emerge from the COVID-19 crisis with fewer carriers offering leaner services to fewer routes and flying smaller aircraft. And when it comes to the Caribbean, it won't be the same market. Therefore, he said regional government must prepare for this eventuality by taking the necessary steps to reduce the cost of air travel. While predicting that international travel will return to the Caribbean by next month, Sutter says Caribbean economies could lose $740 million and face 23,000 job cuts if borders remain closed through to the end of June. When all of travel and tourism is considered, he says the cost to the region could reach $6.5 billion with over 350 jobs at risk, describing travel as being a free fall and the airline industry as being bare bones due to the impact of the coronavirus. The Trade Association for the World's Airlines is advising Caribbean governments to cut passenger taxes if they wish to be competitive when service is restored. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
From taxes to financial services, the financial services provider in the Caribbean, Sagicor, has announced the launch of the first of its Hero series, the Sagicor Healthcare Heroes Group Insurance Plan. The announcement was made at a press conference on Tuesday, and we get details in the Sherry and Blackman-Stephen dispatch.
We're here today to talk about our heroes in the healthcare industry. We believe that, consistent with our vision of improving the lives of the communities in which we operate, it is our duty to recognize our heroes. Every day, our doctors, our nurses, our pharmacists, our orderlies, the administrative staff, and their families across the public and private healthcare sectors put themselves in harm's way to take the fight to COVID-19.
Ravi Rambaren, President and CEO Sagicor Life Inc., during Tuesday's press conference. The new plan will cover doctors, nurses, pharmacists, orderlies, administrative staff, and their families. It allows for benefits to be payable on death, including accidental death, and on the diagnosis of certain critical illnesses. Vice President of Group Insurance of Sagicor Life Inc., Susan Boyer, explained the new plan and its timely introduction.
We have creatively developed a product or crafted a product that has it's bundled, this product is bundled, and there are 3 levels of this product, recognizing that there is an entire ecosystem out there that are working harmoniously together with different demographics. So for example, we have doctors, we have nurses, pharmacists, dentists, orderlies, and we are saying to you, we have 3 levels of benefits, and one benefit is going to suit you. It's going to meet your needs. We are saying to you that we will cover life, accidental death, and there's a critical illness component covering 10 critical illnesses.
Level 1 of the plan will pay $250,000 on death, including accident, and $100,000 on diagnosis of critical illness. Level 2 will pay $500,000 on death, including accident, $150,000 on diagnosis of critical illness. And Level 3 will pay $1 million on death, including accident, and $300,000 on diagnosis of critical illness. The sole requirement to join is to be actively at work, and for those over 65, a statement of good health. There are no medical requirements for those under 65. A statement of good health is required for those over 65. Cherry and Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
As we continue to battle COVID-19 as a nation, the Grenada Football Fraternity extends our love, support, and best wishes to all our affiliates and stakeholders during this pandemic. We salute the work of all involved in the fight against COVID-19, especially our essential workers. To the football lovers, we know you are eager to be out on the field of play. We encourage you to exercise and be ready for when we get the green light. We urge every Grenadian to do your part by remembering the 3 C's. If you have to cough or sneeze, remember to cover your mouth. Clean your hands often by washing with soap and water or by using hand sanitizer. We all have a responsibility to contain COVID-19. If you are out in public, wear a mask, practice social distancing, or if you're sick, stay at home. Save your life. Save my life. Let's work together to win the fight against COVID-19.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been is helping the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your card through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAPCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
I know you like it rough, I get reckless. The way you lick it up.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 18 and a half minutes after the hour of 7. It's time to get into this morning's topic of the day. Topic of the day this morning, pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? 435-2041. Very simple. Pet peeves. What angers you the most? What annoys you the most? What is something you can't stand? Anytime it happens, anytime you see it, smell it, hear it, it gets to you. It angers you. It brings up emotions in you. You probably feel violent. What are your pet peeves? Call us and share 435-2041. You can also share with us on the WhatsApp. It's also 435-2041. But please, only written messages on the WhatsApp. No voice calls, no video calls, no voice notes, no pictures, no links, no videos, just words and letters, written messages. You can also tell us your pet peeves on the GBN Television Facebook page or the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. Let's go to the phone lines. What are your pet peeves? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right, thanks.
What's your pet peeve
right now is that everybody I see passing, I'm in Grenada, do not have on a mask. 5 o'clock this morning. And I can tell you, I have not seen one person. I've even seen a white man pass them, and he doesn't have on his mask.
I can attest to that. I can attest to that. I saw it this morning too.
But I mean, there should be somebody to enforce the law.
I agree.
Just like the Noise Pollution Act, nobody enforces. I mean, cars speed up and down here, loud music. I mean, really disturbing, you know.
I understand. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. I can attest to that. I witnessed it myself. It happened yesterday and it happened this morning. Nobody wearing masks. I don't know if they feel because they gave us 5 days, not even 5, 7 business days this week, that means we're in the clear. It doesn't mean that. We still have active COVID-19 cases. We still have asymptomatic people walking around with symptoms that have not been tested to know that they should stay home and be quarantined. I don't know what is the problem, Alia? What is the issue? What is the issue? Colloquial, you know, what is the vibes in the dance? The masks are still important. I don't understand it. And there's so many people on the road this morning. A lot of people exercising. Everybody trying to walk out the 2 pounds they put on during quarantine. Everybody on the road and nobody wearing masks. All right, let me go. What are your pet peeves? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Doctor. I'm not calling what I'm calling for is about the mask business. The mask is only to be worn when you are in an establishment, a business that's open. You're waiting in line to go into that building, or you're in a vehicle with other persons. Otherwise, the masks don't have to be worn. That's the law.
But the law says you have to wear it in a public space.
No. You see, there's a little confusion with that because when no, we have one that's running now from the 11th to a week. Okay, and the one before that, the Government Information Service put out a release, and that's what they say. But we didn't see the law until after, right? And the law had not changed. So then the government information was conflicting with the law, because I didn't see that. I thought so because I called the station and thought so also and talk about it. But really what it is that the mask don't have to be worn if you're just on your...
So if I'm walking the street,
you don't have to wear a mask.
But that's not the information I have.
No. The law, if you look at the regulation for that, regulation 29, that came out from the 11th to the what? Anyways, 7 days.
For this week.
Exactly. You will see that in, I think, is section 4, section 2. I don't have it right now with me. This is what it's saying. That's what been there for the longest while. But the confusion came when the government information, because I actually had to speak to one of the people up there to let them know, well, look, the government information center cannot be putting out information that is not in sync with the law. And that's what happened last time.
Okay, I would have to double check.
They talk about a public space, but the law didn't say that. Remember, it's only when you're in a line to go into a building and a certain business that is open in the building, or if you're traveling in a vehicle with other persons. That's only when you're required to wear the mask.
Thank you very much.
Very well.
So I would have to double check that information, because as far as I'm aware, it says public space. And if I could be walking the road without the mask and I still have to wait when I line it up, that's conflicting. I find, as far as I'm aware, the mask is supposed to be worn at all times once in public. That's the information I have in my mind. And the regulations, to me, because of the state of emergency and the regulations that are being disseminated by GIS, remember GIS is doing the service for the government, then the regulations are what would be enforced. Oh, I had to double check what you're telling me. But either way, whether it's in the law or it's not in the law, I'll just wear the mask. Wear the mask. Boys, okay. Hold on, I'll double check. There we go. What are you guys doing again? Pet peeves.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me if they have any inspection for vehicle for the balance of the week?
I am not sure. You may have to contact the RGPF. Call headquarters, 3999.
3999?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
The news release I saw said it will continue on Tuesday. It did not note if it continues for the rest of the week, so I'm not sure. So just contact the RGPF. Pet peeves, let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Ide.
What's your pet? I like that. Ide, what's your pet peeve?
Listen, I'm very terrified now. I hear kind of big man talking about the mask thing, and he's singing like he know, like, you know. But scientists say, like, the thing lasting in the air a long time. People don't really know what about the thing really.
Right.
You know, it lasting. People come in and say it lasting longer now. So everyone have to be precautious. They're too complacent, and Grenadians never take nothing serious yet. We see they depend on the growing as a dependent country and dependent self. I do they and this thing and them. Check with the higher people and them. Scientists say, take precaution. The thing don't last in 3 meters and 6 feet and all kind of thing. It lasts in long in the air.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? Something that gets you particularly or especially annoyed. What are your pet peeves? Let me see what's happening on our social media platforms. You can send in your... Facebook. You can send in your pet peeves on Facebook, YouTube, and the WhatsApp. Let's see. What are your pet peeves? Somebody says my pet peeve is mispronunciation of my name. Type your name for me. Let me see if I could pronounce it. Send your name for me. What are your pet peeves? Listening to people who do not make an attempt to speak and pronounce words properly. Ooh, what are your pet peeves? Liver, I hate the smell and taste. Good morning, Grenada. Ooh, I hate liver. What are your pet peeves when you have to tell people over and over, do not video call or send voice note? What in that they cannot understand? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. That person feel me. That person feeling me. Yeah. Yeah, it can get very stressful. What are your pet peeves? Elderly men in relationship with teenagers attending school. Teenager school attending girls. Teenage girls attending school. What are your pet peeves? Let's do this. Let me see. Where else am I going? Somebody on Facebook says bad breath. Oh, I feel it. When people borrow my stuff without asking, they take it, they thief it. False accusations, people running them out with hearsay and spreading misinformation. What are your pet peeves? My pet peeves is hearing people true. Ooh, that thing does annoy me. I hate it. I hate to hear people true. Lost. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. My pet peeve and my gripe is when government sell lands for foreigner for little and nothing, and then they go in and sell it over for big money, and they're packing up and they're going back about their business, and sometimes they does not even pay the people that work with them for years. That's a gripe I have for years.
I could hear it in your voice. Okay, thank you. She passionate about her pet peeve, boy. Ooh. Lord, what are your pet peeves? Let me see. YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Right. My pet peeve when I hear a child is abused. Y'all hear about the recent one in St. John? Oh, jeez. I'll try to make me remember. Burning the two children's hands for eating peanut butter without permission and using a cell phone to play games. If they make a long distance phone call was one thing, but jeez. All right, let me go. Pet peeves. I get angry when I hear the way people mash up the English language. The way you say mash up, why are you doing it too? Good morning.
Yeah, same thing to say. I agree with the lady, you know, because people will say we jogging with material. So I don't know, maybe you could spell jogging. And I'm also cannot understand people. Now, we don't understand, we don't interpret law. We have to understand perhaps law. We have to form a concept of what has been said in the rules or the law. Because even if we take an example, how could a lawman make a rule or approve these rules or accept these rules and saying that you cannot go on the pier with a hired vehicle and collect your barrel? I'm asking myself, suppose I want to go with you. You and I are brothers or sisters and you have a hired vehicle. That means I can't go, so they ban me. So you see, every one of us, people even in the force cannot interpret what they have to do. Because I know this man that talk. Not that I want to bash him, as you would say, but at the same time, some laws are made to be interpreted.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? Oh, you're still looking for the information. Hold on. I'm coming back with the information just now. Hold on. What are your pet peeves? Something that annoys you to the fullest. Something that gets your blood boiling and probably want to incite violence. Really, that's how this feels when I hear people training. Like I want to make a jail. Oy. All right, there we go. Pet peeve: individuals who hack and pull back their snot when they should be blowing their nostril in a tissue. Oh Lord, that's not a pet peeve. That's sickening, man. Ooh, what are your pet peeves? Let's see. What are your pet peeves? Let me go back by. Let me go back by the phone lines. What are your pet peeves? Good morning.
Citizen Welsh, good morning. Greetings. How are you?
Morning, Citizen Rolo. I'm good. How you do?
I'm quite all right. Thank you, by the grace of the Master. Listen, Citizen Welsh. This is something I've spoken about, and I continue to speak. I've been doing so for years, and many other people have also called in on the matter. The issue of burning citizens in public. This creates major problem. It has been, it continues to, it will in the future. And the authorities of this here country seem to take it extremely lightly. Whether it be shrub, I refer to dried bush, whether it be lit by plastic bags, whether it be lit by paper, fiber, wood, whatever. burning publicly, and that smoke that proliferates in the air is dangerous to public health, Citizen Welsh. Within that smoke, there are things called particulates so small that we cannot see them. And because we are accustomed to that, and because our people used to live with firewood, burning firewood, and otherwise, this thing is dangerous. Today, we burn plastics, we burn silk panties, we burn pieces of chair, old plastic crates, we burn all sorts of. These things are laden with poison, Citizen Welsh, which we respire, which enters our bloodstream and destroys our organs. More than 9 million, hear this, Citizen Welsh, it is there in the WHO references to see. People die all over the world from air pollution, air contamination. It causes coronary diseases. It causes pulmonary disease. I mean, we repeat, coronary dealing with your heart. Pulmonary dealing with your lungs. It causes dementia, Citizen Welsh. How many of us going on in this country? Many of us may be doing so because of the respiration of smoke. In other words, smoke inhaled condition, Citizen Welsh. And the state of Grenada sees it as nothing. I have a specific problem. I'm talking about me in this case because I suffer in this house. You know what it is living, Citizen Welsh? To be living inside a house with a gas mask in your face because people burning outside it is indiscriminately. You know what it is, Citizen Welsh? To having to sleep or try to sleep with a gas mask because the problem I have, I can't bear smoke. Somebody is burning in Pacolette and I smell it in like a loam, Citizen Welsh. It may be strange, but that is what I suffer for. Why should the government of Grenada continue to allow people to destroy the lives of others and they do nothing about it? Moreover, they give license to burn. And then when you call the police station, you know what they tell you in the St. David's police station? So I refuse to call them. Why I only try to call Mr. Pancho because he listens and he understands. Citizen Welsh, the police have other thing to do, Mr. Rolo. That's what they tell me, and they even hang up on me. I can't take it no more this here country. I denounce this, and the laws have to be strengthened in this country to avoid people from burning. It has to stop because it is killing our people. Thank you very much, and do have a nice day, will you?
Thank you very much, Citizen Rolo. I left you because... Hold on. I left him because I agree. It is inconsiderate, the burning of the bush. Just yesterday on my way home, somebody was burning bush in the neighborhood, and the smoke, the way the breeze was blowing, the smoke was going directly in another neighbor's home. Directly, and her 2 children have asthma. This morning on my way to work, I leave home after 5, so this is before 6 o'clock. There was a fire burning... How do they call that area? After you pass the Grandans post office, like Coffee Bow Hill? No, they're not Coffee Bow Hill. It's on top where they call the stones by this. So a fire burning in the middle there, and there are homes right around. Like before 6 o'clock. Like, to me, it's inconsiderate. It is unconscionable. And they should lock up all of you. Lock up Al. Not all in Al. According to my co-worker, lock up ALK, Al. Because it's ridiculous. You don't know people's respiratory issues. It's just why? Especially when there are things you're burning that could that could stay there basically. What's what I'm looking for again? So much thoughts flying through my head. Like leaves and trees, like just leave it there. Eventually it'll go away. Going, gosh, what's what I'm looking for, all you? But it burning it still. Why? Quando? Let's take a break and come back inside. Citizen Rolo, get me riled up with the burning of the bush because it's annoying. Hold on. Let me take a break. We're coming back just now. This is Good Morning Grenada. Let me breathe. We'll be right back. Yep.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going.
As we continue to battle COVID-19 as a nation, the Grenada football fraternity extends our love, support, and best wishes to all our affiliates and stakeholders during this pandemic. We salute the work of all involved in the fight against COVID-19, especially our essential workers. To the football lovers, we know you are eager to be out on the field of play. We encourage you to exercise and be ready for when we get the green light. We urge every Grenadian to do your part by remembering the 3 C's. If you have to cough or sneeze, remember to cover your mouth. Clean your hands often by washing with soap and water or by using hand sanitizer. We all have a responsibility to contain COVID-19. If you are out in public, wear a mask, practice social distancing, or if you're sick, stay at home. Save your life. Save my life. Let's work together to win the fight against COVID-19.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Stomp out careless or intentional bushfires, dead out, youths.
We're dealing with pet peeves here on Good Morning Grenada. That's the topic this morning. Topic of the day, your pet peeves. What is most annoying to you, your family, your future, your present, your past? Share with us. 435-2041 is the landline number. It's also the WhatsApp number. Do not voice or video call the WhatsApp. Only written messages on the WhatsApp. You can also share with us on the Facebook page and YouTube channels. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. Okay, lost that caller. What's your pet peeve? Let me go back by YouTube. I hate when people sneeze and do not cover their mouth. Angry face emoji. I feel you. When people lie to my face. Yeah, that could be annoying, especially when they feel they don't know better. Telling me about it. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Blossom. The tourist industry delay and it's affecting we the people and also the government. So back to you.
Okay. Okay. What are your pet peeves? What are your pet peeves? Share with us. Let me go back by WhatsApp. My pet peeve is my pet peeve is when women digging for yam right in front of me. I'm sharing it how the person write it. Lots of all come up with these things. Walking in where did it just go? Walking in a business, saying good morning and not even the business person answering, and big people sneezing and yawning and coughing in public without covering their mouth, and that's long before COVID, eh? So they write it, and that's long before COVID, eh? Yes. I just get offended when I say good morning and nobody answer, or one little person answer. I feel as though I took my time to tell him morning answer, you know. You know what? I feel you. Just say yes, good morning, or just well, hi. Down in your throat. Say something. I could be down in your throat. Respond to me now. You know, again, annoyed again. There we go. Pet peeves this morning. My neighbor's fowl crowing at 3 a.m. by my window. Oh, we make a chicken soup. My biggest pet peeve is when I'm talking and someone starts talking and they're listening to the other person. Or when they just forget you and they're gone. I know the feeling, eh? Yeah, where's the true scenes? A dirty room is my pet peeve. My pet peeve is people chewing with their mouths open. Just yap, yap, yap. Best you kill me, yes? Good morning.
Yeah, that's something again. Just wanted to comment on something somebody said. Concerning the license still remains motor vehicle license Monday in St. George's, Wednesday go off, and Friday is in St. Andrew.
Okay.
So Tuesday this week had a license because of the volume of traffic that was in St. George's. Right? Okay. So until the police give a notice otherwise, that's going to be Monday in St. George's, Wednesday in St. John's, and Friday at St. Andrew.
Okay.
Now, if a person has to go to the port to collect barrel, they are allowed to hire a vehicle. That was made clear by Superintendent Cohen on the program. You can't expect to go to the port to take a barrel and to bring that on your head. They are allowed to do that, right? Now I'm going to read for you now from the last regulation. Saturday was an order 29 of 2020. Right, to say the emergency power regulation COVID-19 number 7.
Right.
Okay.
I have it
and I'm going to read section 2, restriction of movement. Subsection 1, a curfew is imposed beginning the 7 a.m. on the 11th day of May 2020 and ending on 7 a.m. on the 19th day of May 2020. I said this goodness period a person shall remain at his home, blah, blah, blah. We're going to subsection 2. Freedom of movement may be exercised from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. in accordance with this regulation. Subsection 3. Every person shall wear a mask or suitable covering over his nose and mouth whenever A, he is on, enters, attempt to enter, or is in the line to enter the premises of a building, establishment of government or government office. He is in a motor vehicle with other persons. That's when a mask should be worn. I mean, the government information release does not supersede the law. So I take issue with them because you're misleading people. If the law says certain things, your release has to be in sync with the law. So you can't tell people that the law say whenever you're in public space you must wear a mask, when the law didn't say that. That is indicating that you must wear a mask once you leave your home. And the law does not say that. You're in a line to enter a building, you're in the building, or in a vehicle with other persons, that's when you're required to wear a mask. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think that's it. Oh gosh, I forgot your name, officer. Thank you very much, caller, for explaining for us this morning. But I'm wearing my mask everywhere I go. Better safe than sorry. So I'll be putting it on. But thank you very much. All right, let's go. Pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? Oh gosh, I just see one that I want to clap at again. Hold on, where you go? Hold on. Pet peeves. Where the thing go? Aha. Facebook. Holding the door for someone to come in and they will walk right in without saying thank you. Where my clap? Just say thanks, sir. I take time out of my day to hold the door for you. Just say thanks, sir. But they walk in, especially them hot girl and them Zessa girls with their heels, walking in and just walking straight. I just feel to yank them out and yank them back and put them back outside and close the door. Say thanks. I feel you, my brother. Let me go. Pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? Let me see. 12 minutes to 8. Okay, all right. We're doing good. Let me go. Seeing that supermarket sister is making all this money yet not putting protective glasses separate cashiers from the shoppers. That's your pet peeve. I think I know who write that post. Call the police, but it's not in the law, you know. Pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? Pet peeve: worms in the garbage. I hate that. Ugh. Okay. And throw it outside every day. What is hurting me now is why the PM wants to open the airport after it was the opening of the airport that have us in this situation now. For economic activity, but they're doing so cautiously. They didn't say for sure. No. They say they're watching what's happening. That's a short of the story. We're watching what's happening, but the aim is for June 1st. If everything goes according to plan, we open it to regional travel. And my perception is that they'll put things in place to ensure that it is only regional travel taking place. So I don't think they would just leave it open for in case somebody hop from the US to reach somewhere and then they come to Greens. They'll put things in place, regional travel, but it's not a guarantee. They're watching what's going on. Let me wait and see now. We have 2 more weeks to go and then a final decision will be made. All right? So don't gripe too much. Let me go. Good morning. Do you know if Saturday? Yes. Well, I don't know if Saturday is a marketed day. It is a business day on Saturday. Every day is a business day. I want to ask Lord, why are they lying to us about COVID-19 when I hear it's a war we have to... Hold on, what? Why are they lying to us, COVID-19, when I know it's a war we have to wake up? Okay. Pet peeve: people that don't read or study facts but argue based on hearsay and pretty larceny. Yeah, pretty larceny annoying. What are your pet peeves? I think the police is out to a Lord, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the phone line. Good morning.
Bless me again, Tanti.
Hey, Tanti.
You know my pet pain is some foul cock around the yard. About 6 of them comes every day and they crow every second and the minute right in front of the door and they say, they're crowing. And when I say they still come back and crow, but if there wasn't food to eat, I would have damaged all of them. Because they really just have a pain in the neck.
I was about to ask, do you know who they belong to?
But I don't know where they come from. They always come around, and when they come, they dig up all the mud, they make hole, they dance up inside it, and they come in front of the minute time I do it, so I listen to the radio or the news, the falls is there, they're crowing. Oh my God, bless them, they just get me sick. I just tell them, I say, look, if all it wasn't food, I want God to vex with me, because if I damage all of the Lord will vex me, it's food to eat. But they are yard fowl, and they're so hard. Nobody won't eat them.
Okay, Tanti, thank you.
So they come in front of me, they want to crow every day, and I don't like that at all. They just disturb me, and as they see me, they quarreling with me. Don't tell them anything.
All right.
They are pain in the neck.
Okay. All right. Tanti, you're moving soft, man. Like you say, like food to eat. Every day eating chicken soup. Yeah. Every day from 6 to 1. You're moving soft, man, Tanti. You don't have to damage. You have to eat. Like you say, it's food to eat. Yeah, fellas, make some nice chicken soup. You just can't buy the bone. Set up yourself correct. Let me go. What are your pet peeves? What are your pet peeves? Somebody says half-washed dishes. 3 angry faces. Well, who half-washing dishes in this day and age? Goodness. I'm not. Somebody come to mind. Yeah, you know, it's you. Yeah, you are watching. The person who want to. How we clear? Pet peeves. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people biting a bone and spitting it out. Yeah, I just bite a bone and spit it. Well, I can't swallow it. I don't know. Somebody says I don't have one. I don't have a pet peeve. You're just a happy person all the time. I don't think I could live that kind of life. Good morning. I hate when people are brutally murdering everybody they know and also raping them. That's not pet peeve, and that's sad. That same morning. Hold on. That saying morning thing is mine as well, and I would repeat myself louder and harsher. And another one is when you're sitting next to someone and they are watching straight at your phone like you're messaging them. They want to see what's so juicy, especially when you're smiling at the phone. Yes, they just want to see what you're smiling at. You just had to show them. They'll feel so ashamed, they'll turn around. Good morning. When you enter a bus and saying a healthy good morning, afternoon, and not one person answer, not even the bus driver, that does hurt. Then drop it at bus. Drop it at bus. Because I mean so hard to say good morning. Don't get your throat. Good morning. You know what I mean? That does annoy me, you know. There we go. Dum. Pet peeves. Neighbors who own dogs and won't tie them. You don't own a dog or cat, and the neighbor's dog and cat always in their yard distressing you. Well, who's that person like that person know how I'm feeling? Yes, person. You make me sit up. Yes, person. Control all the animals. I do not own one pet, but yet every day is dog, cat, sheep and goat. Why? I don't know what about my yard, and they had to come up like an incline to reach in my yard, you know. And they're reaching in my place. Hold on. Wait. Time I don't get yet. But that person make me sit up because I'm feeling it. There we go. Pet peeves this morning. I have a lot of pet peeves, boy. What? There we go. When two good friends part for whatever reason and one of or both of them start making public conversation and other confidential info which they shared in private, then that wasn't your friend in the first place. I don't know why they just do that. Secrets shared during friendship should just remain secrets. What are all your beefing now? All you talking? One thief next one boyfriend. Like, there's no reason to go and spread all the people's business on the streets. I feel you. The word you're looking for is decomposed. That's the word I was looking for the garbage. Thank you very much, Miss Benoit. That's the word I was looking for. When the garbage decomposes, the leaves and stuff could decompose. You don't need to burn it. Good looking out. Let me see. I have issue with the law because you might be walking the road and meet several people. We do not know who is infected exactly. And especially in the morning. So even though it's not in the regulations to wear the masks while you're exercising, I still think it's important because you're crossing people on the sidewalk. And that is not 6 feet. You cannot walk 6 feet on the sidewalk because the sidewalk itself is about 2-3 feet. So just wear the mask now. Just wear it. Better safe than sorry. Better you be uncomfortable for an hour than you are fatally inflicted with the virus. I'm wearing my mask all the time too. I need to protect me. Thank you very much. When I reach home, I'm going to breathe properly. Or a few people who speaking to an audience while chewing gum. Yeah, that's annoying. Opening bus door and persons not saying thanks or closing back the door. I feel you. Thanks. You know, thanks important to us. I realize that when you do something for somebody and they don't say thanks, we get offended. We are a manners-full nation. Yeah, you just say thanks. It annoys, it hurts, it does hurt with feelings. Hold on, local balance, it does hurt with feelings. Let's go. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
We're talking about a mask, but we have to be careful wearing masks. It could be dangerous to our health.
In what? Just turn the volume down on your radio or the TV. Oh, okay, all right. I wanted to hear how dangerous to your health, but she didn't wait. There we go. I feel I'll do that mask conversation in to the point. Hold on. When people not dropping the E when adding the ing, this thing does hurt me big. When you're writing, sometimes I don't know. Spelling is a problem. When I make sacrifice to work for something and people choose to steal from me and try to justify that I am the greedy one. Hard work. Double parking, blocking entrances and exits. When you're telling people the truth and they're still telling you that you're lying. Good morning, mother. Yes, mother. Lazy children and lying men. Woo! Pet peeves. When people chew with their mouth open. Here, just close your mouth now. I hate when people pass gas in an enclosed bus. I don't like when people come in the bus and stare down. You know what does annoy me too? I have a lot in truth, but you know what does annoy me? When you're specifically in a by road and two vehicles, you're driving slow, either the road narrow, it's not paved, and the two vehicles passing each other and the two drivers staring on one another. What do I be looking for? My head does be straight and I could just feel the next driver just watching me. Why? Go about your business. What are you watching me for? That does fret me too. I have a lot of pet peeves, but I need to calm myself. One more phone call before we close off the program. Good. Okay, we lose that one. Hold on. Let me go through and make sure I reach through Facebook, YouTube, and the WhatsApp. When people don't use common sense. My pet peeve, people dropping litter. There we go. Grown people spitting in the garbage can, especially in the workplace. In the workplace. Ugh. I know, pet peeve. That's disgusting. Okay, it's time to end the program. Let me see. I hate when people don't do anything and like to time pot. Yes, they're watching the oil long. They didn't peel not a bird fruit. People on the bus or train chewing gum and making the popping song in their mouth over and over again. I'm guilty. I do that sometimes. Sorry. When I tell my son to wash dishes and he does not wash the pot, stating that pots are not dishes. Technically, he has a point, but he should wash the pot. I own no dogs, and every day there are about 5 in my yard coming on my fence. Very annoying. Tie all the dogs, and then if you kill the dog, now you ended up in problems. Why you kill me, dog? Sure. When people playing music out loud in public. The mask is not good. I have a friend and it damaged her face. It swelled up her face. She probably put it too tight. When I finish washing the dishes and mom comes in with another plate and make me wash it. Oh, great. You know what does fret me? When people saying you have money and you don't have. Wrong punctuation, spelling, grammar, or saying proverbs, especially on vehicles or signs. Dogs barking for no reason. But that's what dogs do. They bark. They have nothing else to do in the day. Thank you guys so much for participating. I noticed that a reporter... Hold on. Come WhatsApp, walk with me. I think there's a sign to end the program. WhatsApp just freeze upon me. When going in the supermarket and let the door slam in your face. Lord. Thank you guys so much for Thank you guys so much for participating. It's time to join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. If you're heading out, do so safely. Walk with your masks. Let me rephrase. Wear your masks. Wear it. Put it on. Suffocate for an hour, and then when you reach home, you get all the oxygen you need. Have yourselves a wonderful Thursday. Be productive. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay COVID-19 free. We still have 6 active cases. Let that be it. Have yourselves a good Thursday, everybody.
Practice for the work. Gal brace. Position. Gymnast. Love the way that you whine and jiggle it.